Hey everybody, welcome back. I thought I would just do a quick update on what's happening with the new to the shop Enco Lathe. So, easier just to show you. Let me swing the camera around and show you where we're at. A little easier just to go handheld. So I've been gathering up and prepping all the materials to get this base squared away. You can see I got some angle iron on the ends here. That's going to be to support the rear sheet metal pan that's going to go back here. Talk about that in a second. And then I've been working on some extensions for the feet. I want to widen the stance a little bit. Let's go around to the lathe here real quick. So just looking at the lathe, and of course it's very top heavy, typical lathe, but you know, we got the motor and the electrical box, everything kind of hangs off the back here. And then if we come back over and look at these bases. All right, so there's the mounting holes for either bolting down or putting feet. And they're only 8 inches apart. And these bases aren't that wide to start with. And then, you know, you look at the lathe, you know, it's fairly wide. It's about maybe 30 inches if you include the motor width-wise. And I'm in a seismically active area. Okay, easier if I do it this way so I can point. Okay, so just a little geographic history here. So we're in California. The San Andreas Fault is that way, 8 miles, okay? And I think everybody knows what that is, but that was the great San Francisco earthquake, the 1906. That's the one that caused a major earthquake. And then we just had, well not just had, but 33 years ago, we had the 89 Loma Prieta quake, which was pretty massive. The epicenter for that is back this way, 12 miles. So I'm always thinking, you know, what to do, you know, for earthquake safety, and equipment is definitely something to keep in mind. So that's why I'm really worried about these feet, having them so close together. So let me bring you guys back around and we'll look at that again. All right, so these mounting feet locations or bolting locations on these stands are only 8 inches apart. So I'm going to make these already made them. So we're going to go with these extension legs just to widen the stance. I mean, it would be nice to go wider, but I was trying to get a balance between, you know, clearance, foot traffic and so forth versus improving it. So we went 2-inch overhang. Well, if I center this, there we go. 2-inch overhang, and you can see what I did. I welded some pads on here. I'm going to drill and tap for our mounting feet, so you know, for adjustability. Don't look too closely at these welds. Okay. And then on the other one, this is the base that where the headstock and motor would be. So here I'm going to extend out toward the back a little farther, just to kind of help, you know, because there's more weight, and we've got the motor overhang on this end. So that's the plan for these. Just get the stance widened, better stability. Tom from Hilltop Machine Works, he mentioned it, and I was already thinking about it, and we've been messaging back and forth. He was showing me how he did his and so forth. Okay, now let's talk about what we're doing for the shelves and so forth. I haven't been filming this because I'm just trying to get it done. It's a lot of work, just getting all the materials assembled, prefab, cut the length and so forth. But, and I've been changing the plan up a little bit as I've been going, you know, typical. So, in the back here, you can see I already got some angle iron mounted. I've pre-drilled some holes, drilled and tapped to attach our sheet metal, which I haven't cut out yet. I'm not drilling everything. The sheet metal, I'll mark and drill those holes once everything's together because things are going to move, so I need to wait until the lathe is on top and everything's aligned and so forth. I'm going to put a piece of angle across the back here. This is going to go behind the sheet metal, something like that, and that'll help carry the chip pan that sits on top. Okay, and then there'll be an angle across the bottom. Oops, sorry about that. Hope your ears are okay. Same kind of a deal like this across the bottom, and that'll carry our bottom shelf. And there'll be an intermediate one here, somewhere in that area. Okay, so we're gonna have two shelves. And I've been making up some angle iron pieces here. We're gonna go like that. Okay, to carry the ends of the shelves. And then for the front of the shelves, I'm going to use this square tubing with some L brackets to support the front of the shelf. And there'll be two shelves, okay? Already got the little L brackets made up. So, and I'm going to pre-drill what I can, but you know, I got to leave room for adjustability. And then the last piece, this may or may not happen, depends on how the plan goes here, but another piece across the top here for the chip pan. They normally don't provide anything to support the chip pan. I think it's pretty stout on its own, but I think I might just go ahead and put a piece across the front here, just for a little added insurance. So. Anyways, that's kind of where we're at. I've got to drill these guys, drill and tap for the mounting feet, and then I've got to drill our bolt holes here to attach to the bottom. Yeah. So that's where we're at. So I've got to finish doing the drilling. I've got to get the sheet metal cut out. Got a lot of painting to do and so forth, but we're getting there little by little. Okay, well that's it guys. I just wanted to give you a quick update, and I'll try to do another update video or two as we move along. It's just hard to film everything and get any kind of progress made. So I've just been trying to get it done. Alrighty, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.